This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I've got my coffee here, and my background's a little sketchy for some apparent reason, but that's all right. Today's coffee chat, I want to go into marketing. Um, Farmers has leads with FFQs. You probably have some existing marketing programs going, but maybe we need to readdress it. With farmers and things that are going on here and there, it is difficult to write certain lines of business. And so we need to kind of reevaluate some of our marketing efforts and what we're doing. But in either case, always have a plan. If you don't have a plan, then you kind of lose direction and go off on different tangents. And so you want to get a little bit organized, have a plan in place. As far as starting with a plan, you can develop one, you can create one. There's so many places where you can download one. I've got this from the U.S. Small Business Administration. They offer some guidance. I have a couple plans I can get to you if you want. Just let me know. In fact, when I send out the link to this recording, I'll probably add a couple items as far as collateral that you can review later on. Right? But always have a plan as far as what you want to accomplish and what do you expect from this particular marketing approach. Um, some really easy marketing or networking is meetup.com. And just search networking in Livermore or in your area, and it's going to give you a couple. You've got some BNIs. Okay. This is what the Business Builders USA that's set up in Dublin. You can join them, check it out, see if it's worthwhile, but at least meet people. You want to align yourself and meet people that know other people, and so you can expand your network and your reach. Okay. Down here you have the Danville Business Networking, right? So it's a Danville BNI, and there's a couple BNIs out in the area. You can join them. It's kind of a worldwide networking organization, but you can see if there's any chapters in your area, and you can even build your own. So takes a little know-how, a little working with, getting used to, but you can actually set up your own BNI meeting place or meet in your area. All right, but in most cases, Meetup is free. If you join the group, I mean, they may have a simple membership fee. BNI can be like $1,500 a year if you actually join BNI, but you can join some other ones, and it's pretty inexpensive, and they're local. All right. So it's something to consider. I mean, even if you like, maybe you like hiking. I mean, go to meetup.com, look up hiking groups or walking groups in your area. And there's a bunch of groups. I mean, about 2 years ago, I joined a hiking group and we were kind of hiking up in the, I guess, the hills up around Crow Canyon. And it was kind of nice. Got to meet a couple people just to get and do something you like doing. Okay, so you already have something in common, which breaks the ice, and then you just chat and take a genuine interest in other people, and they turn around, they'll take a genuine interest in you and ask you what you do. And so you need to have a response ready. And we'll talk about what we call elevator speech. You know, when someone asks you, "Hey, what do you do?" You have to have a response that's going to encourage more conversation. All right. How much should you spend on marketing? I mean, it's up to you. Statistically, they're saying 5 to 10% of your revenue should be applied towards marketing. When you're new, yeah, you probably spend a lot more. I mean, George, you're very new, so most of your income you're going to dump back into your business to kind of get it growing, get it moving, and get it off the ground. But as time goes on, you'll find marketing approaches at work, and you can kind of scale that back. Okay. Don't allocate funds to marketing programs that aren't working. And that's why you need a plan, and you do have to check in on it periodically to see if it's working. If it's not working, make some adjustments, see if you can make it work or scrap it, find another marketing program. Okay. Sometimes it does come in waves, sometimes it hits, sometimes it misses. Just like your clothing, it's seasonal to some extent. So you got to have a couple marketing programs going at all times, but always evaluate the results of it. Right? Me, I kind of like looking for things that have kind of have a mission. This I just searched, random stuff, and I found this. Not all heroes wear capes. They actually had a bunch of collateral that you could get. Some wear coats, and it shows a firefighter. Some wear masks, and it shows like a doctor with the mask. But you can kind of market that niche. I mean, since we have affinity discounts in those areas, I mean, you can get a bunch of these. This seems a little bit pricey, especially for a new agent, right? But maybe check with farmers. And see if they have anything, and get some. But you can order these. They had T-shirts and stuff like that. And I thought this was kind of cool. If you want to introduce yourself to the local fire station, maybe the local medical clinic, and just say, hey, thank you for what you do. Drop this off. And by the way, we give you guys discounts, and you can promote yourself. And again, with affinity discounts, it's 5 to 15% off. And so that's an avenue to get them in on the door. Ask them if they do have any upcoming events, and there's anything you can do to help sponsor those events. Okay, so it's something to consider. All right, I'm just throwing some ideas out there. You may have your own, and share it with the group. Okay. If you want some free marketing, I don't know if most of you hopefully have done this, but go to the California Earthquake Authority. You just go to Earthquake Authority, takes you to the site up at the top. You'll see agents and brokers. Click on that, and then you go into the training. And so you get 2 hours of free continuing education. And when you do the 2 hours, it's going to give you free promo items. So number one, you're learning about earthquake. You're getting 2 hours of continuing education for your insurance license completed for free. And now they're going to give you these marketing tips. All right. They have some other items over here. There are some rate changes coming up in 2022. I'm going to research and get that to you, but that's a different training. Okay. But if you are part of their marketing value program because you did the 2 hour course, I mean, you get sales tips and tools. You get free postage page direct mailers that you can take advantage of. And remember, if you write the earthquake, you got to write the home. So they can't just buy earthquake by itself. You have to buy they have to buy the primary policy through you. So by promoting earthquakes, people interested in earthquake, well, great. Let's take a look at your home. So to become a member, you got to have your license, which you guys do. Be appointed for CEA, which we are a participating provider, and complete the training. And you have access. And the postcards that they use are pretty good quality, actually, pretty nice looking. So there's promotional to-go bags, other CEA related items to give to your customers. You can coach them on setting up an emergency kit, just in case, what they should have available. Again, this is free to get this marketing material and utilize it. All right. Whenever you market, I mean, take a stance. I mean, what do you want to be known for? What do you and your agency want to be known for? Okay. So it describes the way you will distinguish your brand, yourself. Actually, your brand is you and your agency. It influences your buyer's perception. And so you need to align with something. It's probably bigger than yourself. I like the big things that are going on right now, like the drought, global warming, the forest fires, something you might want to promote. And so, maybe you set up, you can order one of these for $199 and run a contest. Hey, we've got to look at water conservation. And so you don't want to be paying more for water than you should be. And so there's some leak detection devices. Yeah, we have Flow by Moen. That's about $800. I mean, with the discount, maybe down to $500 to $600 in some cases. But there's some cheaper ones out there that you can pitch out, and maybe raffle off on a Facebook post. Have a contest. Contact me. Let me quote your home, and you can be entered into a drawing for a free, leak detection device in your home. So this one's easy. There's no real installation. You just kind of download the app, follow the steps, plug it in, and it's kind of done. And so it actually doesn't, you don't have to cut pipe to put it in. It actually senses with a laser, I guess, the water flow from your pipe. So, yeah, so that one's pretty simple. I was kind of looking around. To educate children, they have books. Maybe if you're going after the children's, they have books in here. To save water, you can get these little timers. They have some that are battery operated, or you can get like one of these where, to conserve water, take shorter showers. And so you can order a bunch of these and give them out to people maybe at your next event. just to help conserve water. You have a little timer. I think it's kind of cool, hourglass timer for the kids. So you got to finish your bath or your shower before the sand runs out here. So, but just some thoughts to align yourself with what's going on in the environment, and people do relate to that. Okay, so what is the average return on investment? So if you are going to market, I mean, we do need to look at what are you going to get out of it. And yeah, there's going to be an expectation, but we do need to be realistic in the expectations. On average, they say 15 to 30% is generally considered a healthy return for small business by most financial experts. So if you're putting, 5 to 15% out there, and you're expecting a 15 to 30% return coming back. So if you're not getting it, you're not getting the returns, you're not getting the leads that you expected to get, change the marketing. Maybe change what you say in your marketing efforts, or change the marketing program altogether. I mean, there's hundreds of different marketing ideas that you can implement and use. You just got to find a couple that are going to resonate with you that you can easily implement. And you can implement immediately, because the longer you wait, someone else has got the idea and they're running with it. And so any idea you come up with, implement it immediately, okay, and get that out there. So I know Dan Kitajima. He's a huge agency down in Los Angeles area. He actually has paid for some of the TikTok influencers, and so he's actually hiring them to promote farmers with their TikTok ads. And they got a huge following. And that's a costly budget for him. He can afford it. He's got a pretty good size agency. So you got to look at what you're comfortable with to spend, and what avenues you want to take. So, but again, there's an expectation of return. If you're not getting a return, then change what it is. So always track your results. Okay. So my advice to you is kind of jot down, take some time. What do you and your agency want to be known for? Okay. Is it something with the environment, something locally? Or just, yeah, it's great to be the nice, friendly agent, but sometimes we need to align ourselves with something more. Take a look at your budget. All right. What is worthwhile for you to put into that, and hold yourself to it. Okay. I mean, pay yourself first and then put the rest into your business, right? Which plan are you going to use, and how are you going to follow up with it? And there's got to be a time horizon where you have an expectation, and you do have expectations, right? As much as we have an office, we have a big sign in front, Farmers Insurance Agent, Rita Sharma. I mean, we expect people to walk in, but a lot of times we don't get walk-ins. And so we've got to kind of reach out to them and kind of draw them to us. And so what can you pitch out there that's going to draw people to you? You don't have to give away the store, okay? But you do want to be strategic in your marketing and have an expectation of when you expect to see some results, and how much. And like I said, track your progress, make adjustments. If it's needed, if it's working fine, great. But if it's not working, okay, how can I make this better? Okay, how can I get a little more traction? How can I get the word out to more people, while being cost effective in my activities? So these are some things you want to look at. As much as, we probably started with some ideas like this, but as time goes on, we kind of veer off, rely on referrals, rely on FFQs and things like that. But we might want to just get back down to basics and see what else can we do? What else can we focus on? What worked before that you stopped doing, that you can probably implement again? And so take a look at that. Do you guys have any questions or any input? I'd love to hear it. All right.
Quick question on that leak detection system that you shown earlier. Would that
Yeah.
satisfy a pre-bind condition for water monitoring? Or
I don't know. I got to be honest with you, George, but I would probably look at that updated list. Since Flow by Moen, we had that shortage of devices that were available, that they opened up the list to incorporate some other companies' products. I don't know if it was on there. I just randomly searched it last night, and that's what I found. Okay, so, but yeah, we can check the list and maybe get something off the list. It might be more cost effective for us to raffle off on maybe a Facebook challenge or something. Okay. All right. No other questions or anything? Then thank you for taking time out of your agency to kind of evaluate looking at marketing plans and some ideas. Reach out anytime if you have any questions. I will send this out with some collateral, just to kind of a little more, some ideas and stuff to help um, get the reach out there. And reach out, we got to find the areas that we're getting those successes and we want to market in those areas. So have a great day, everybody. We'll chat a little bit later. You take care.
Have a good day.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Lauren. Bye.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Ms.